Shabbat Shalom. The Parshat HaShavua, the weekly Torah portion, is Acharei Mot, literally meaning after death. It starts out with the aftermath of the death of Aaron's two sons. Aaron is rendered in a state of ritual impurity and is not allowed to enter the Holy of Holies where the Ark of the Covenant is stored until he undergoes a ritual purification process. The Ark of the Covenant is only approached on Yom Kippur. But why is this significant? Shortly thereafter, Aaron must release one goat into the wilderness as part of the Yom Kippur scapegoat ceremony, after having sacrificed another goat. To purify himself for the holiest day of the year, Aaron puts on garments of linen and immerses himself in a body of water, or mikveh. To some, this may sound familiar. Traditionally, people will visit the mikveh upon converting to Judaism. Some may ask, why are you talking about Yom Kippur in the middle of spring? Well, Monday is Rosh Chodesh, the first day of the new Hebrew month, dictated by the sighting of the new moon. Ironically, the new moon is no moon at all. In the days of the Sanhedrin, a high court assembled in the Second Temple period, pairs of witnesses would come and testify as to the sighting of the new moon. When the court felt that enough testimony was provided, a new month was declared, and torches were lit across the mountaintops throughout the land of Israel, signaling the new month. There's a lesser-known holiday called Yom Kippur Katan, Little Yom Kippur, celebrated by a small sect of Sephardic Jews originating in the 16th century Tzfat, based on the teachings of a Kabbalist. The holiday is inspired by the sin offering described in the 28th chapter of the book of Numbers. Yom Kippur Katan serves as a gateway for the very pious to confess their sins and start the new month fresh, just like we do on Yom Kippur. The holiday is typically held the day prior to Rosh Chodesh, which again is commemorated at the start of every month. And since we are about to start a new month on the Jewish calendar, the month of Iyar, now is the time for us to celebrate. We typically think of Yom Kippur as a once-a-year holiday where we atone for our sins, but with Yom Kippur Katan, we see that traditions offer us several opportunities to check in throughout the year and make sure our lives are on the right path. In this week's Torah portion, Aaron, during a time of grief, takes time to retain a proper level of ritual purity in order to perform his job properly from both a mental and ritual standpoint. Aaron's journey to the mikveh helps him to clear his mind from distractions and slows him down in order to focus while he completes his duties as high priest. We can think of the new month and the holiday of Rosh Chodesh as a fresh start and a time to hit the reset button and a way to have a do-over 9 to 10 times a year. A time to reflect on the past month and think about how we can further improve our lives. Sometimes we make mistakes that we feel we need to get off our chests immediately. And by viewing each month as a fresh start, we are able to put the past behind us and move on with our lives. We can perform better at school and at our careers by clearing our minds and moving forwards on clean slates and thinking positively. Studies conducted by Johns Hopkins School of Medicine show that positive attitudes improve satisfaction and are considered that they can even protect your body from inflammation caused by stress. Personally, even though the school year is almost over, I'm cognizant that final exams are soon approaching, and they are not something to stress over, as thinking positively will be the key to success. I find that the end of the school year can be a beneficial time to look back and reflect on the past 9 months. Coincidentally, Yom Kippur Katan will also be celebrated at the end of the month of June, when school typically ends. I would like to end tonight by saying thank you to my peers who participated in tonight's Shabbat service. Shabbat Shalom and have a good weekend.